It's time now for the Peter Channel Love Cup News. Late Thursday, June 23rd, 2016. Okay, everybody, I'm Peter Wiggins here. 11 o'clock. News and on the top story at 11 o'clock on this late Thursday is London, where suspense is high as Britain awaits overcome of the EU referendum. As strong winds in parts of the capital in southeast England complicated voting in the referendum on whether Britain should remain in the European Union. And looking at the latest results from BBC, and it's 9,042,078 for Leave and 8,930,028 for Remain. And Leave has 51.3% of votes counted so far. And according to John Curtis, 16.8 million votes needed to win the referendum. And at 10:59, our time 3:59, their time, Dover votes to leave. And Buckstow votes to leave, Cardiff votes to remain, and South Staffordshire votes to leave. In other news, the British fight over President Obama's immigration policies moved quickly from the courtroom to the campaign trail Thursday as the White House and its allies sought to turn a legal setback as the Supreme Court to their political advantage ahead. A masked gunman stormed a German cinema Thursday afternoon, technology before theory was killed by police. Officials said the Waffle Wilder man entered the cinema in Bernheim near Frankfurt, Western Germany, shortly before 3 p.m. Yancheng, China. Rescuers in Indonesia, China searched Friday for survivors of a tornado and hailstorm that killed at least 9 people and swept over the city's outskirts and destroyed buildings, smashed trees, and flipped vehicles on the roofs. Havana, Bogota. Colombia's government and leftist rebels have signed a historic ceasefire deal on Thursday that brought them 10 hours closer to ending the longest running conflict in the Americas. Heavy rain, lightning, and floods have hit the large part of the United Kingdom. As a result, residents head today to the polls on the vote on whether to remain in the European Union. Lagos, Nigeria. Nigeria police and Navy patrol boats started efforts Thursday to find a group of construction workers, according to 3 Australians, 2 Nigerians, and a New Zealander, and a South African kidnapped and ambushed that killed the driver. United Nations, the UN Security Council, on Thursday strongly condemned their 2 North Korean ballistic missiles launched this week, calling them a great violation and demanding all ballistic missiles activity that has contributed to the country's nuclear. Darius Robertson has shown in the Senate photo of the Oklahoma Department of Corrections as the efforts of their chief medical examiner in Oklahoma said the report last week that Robertson died from asphyxiation caused by mental compression. The high stakes in an only failed legal gambit by the Baltimore City State Attorney's Office to convict Officer Cesar Goodson and the death of 25-year-old Freddie Gray brought the letter of the Mercury started what it would on behind the scenes. An independent candidate for Congress from Tennessee has been swept under the wave of criticism from its campaign billboard about to make America white again. The Supreme Court on Thursday reaffirmed that the failure to create a diverse student body allows university officials to consider the race to make an admission to decisions upholding the University of Texas plan that has been the subject of years of legal battles. The Federal Reserve stress tests a big bank's final 33 and enough to have capital withstand a severe economic shock. Morgan Stanley trailed the rest of the Wall Street and key to measure in leverage. London, the Leave camp, widened its lead to 50% of the votes on Thursday in the United Kingdom's historic referendum and the European Union membership. U.S. stocks rise as Britain's go to poll on EU membership. When it comes to credit cards, many of them Americans are directly attached to the paper statements at newspapercreditcards.com found that 93 million credit card holders are still receiving the statements on paper instead of online. Take a look at local news from the Sun Chronicle. Now, Federal police said someone fired a shot in the second floor of the house in Kelly Boulevard, Route 152 at area Landry Avenue late Wednesday. No injuries were reported and the incident remained under investigation. Police Captain Joseph Duranzo statement released on Thursday that police were dispatched around 10:30 p.m. Wednesday to report shots fired. However, a jury heard competing versions of Thursday what happened when a mother and daughter went on the home of a city man on what prosecutors alleged was a mission to get the man to can't wait for allegations against their son and brother. Mansfield, the town has moved a step closer to the host in a Habitat for Humanity home construction project are still allowed on Columbine Road for $20,090. Mansfield, the tenants postponed relining parking spaces on North Main Street after merchants and property owners expressed their fewer spaces would hurt the business and tenants. Harness racing and Plainridge seized revolver thanks to slots. The tenant resident now able to notify residents more officially when there's an emergency and they need to get out of other information. Cambridge, Massachusetts for sale. Bicycle was struck by a landscape truck and Cambridge just died. Police said 27-year-old Emma Phillips said Cambridge was hit by the truck about 12:20 p.m. Thursday. She was taken to the Breast Joe Hospital where she was later pronounced dead. No further details released, and investigations continuing. In a series of surveys published Thursday at the Joel site, researchers asked people what they believe in driverless car after to do the following scenario: a group of pedestrians off the of the street, on the way car can avoid. As many as 3,331 people in Lincoln died from heat waves by 2080 in New York City if one of no steps were taken to adapt a warming temperature reduced emissions, a new study warns. Neptune has developed a new dark vortex whipping around the planet of the mining. The storm has just been imagined. An image by astronomers used at Hubble Space Telescope. Our new squeeze vacuum source could make gravitational wave detectors sensitive enough to study neutron stars. Food factors are not about to get more painful. Centers for Disease Control Prevention Advisory Committee recommended that ones that have flu the nasal spray influenza vaccine should not be used in the upcoming flu season. Lisa Alameda joked for their youngest daughter, Kylie, 8, Kirsten Memphis, their sugar line ups on Thursday, eliminated the available to British set up their surgery. In its reading, 2015, a group of Chinese students modified the DNA of 54 embryos using CRISPR-Cas9 technology. 20 of those embryos were successful, but 26 newly have failed, sending off heading to the main front. Recent findings published in German internal medicine showed that receiving the pharmaceutical industry sponsored meal was associated with increased population prescription rates by physicians. Peter Channel News Time is now 11:06 p.m. on this late Thursday night, and it is time now for a Trevor reporting this late Thursday night. Let's study off out in Eastern Connecticut and renowned where 95 minutes southbound side Lowell before Route 395 New London. 95 minutes southbound side Lowell Old Lime Search 95 northbound also in Niantic. 138 eastbound side Lowell on the Newport Bridge and Route 24 southbound side so it's a stretch, but highways and byways Rhode Island. Looking at 195 minutes southbound 195 in the eastbound side so Route 6 and Swansea all the way out to Fall River. 95 in the northbound side, Little so for the Sharon Stretch. 128 in the northbound side, so from Great Plains Avenue in Needham all the way out to Highland Avenue. 93 the southbound side, Staffordshire Expressway, southbound side, so for the Dorchester Stretch, Bath Park to both ends, also in Newton Stretch. On both ends, 93 both ends also after the State Bridge in Somerville. 495 in the southbound side, Little and Milton Stretch around Route 2. 495 in the northbound side, Little from Route 3 in Lowell all the way up to Tewksbury, and then hit breaks again around the long stretch. 95 in the northbound side, Lowell and 101 around the Hampton Tolls. Spotted Turnpike at both ends, Lowell on the Lebanon stretch. 93 in the northbound side, Lowell on the Latin stretch. 95 in the southbound side, slow between Waterville and Augusta. I-87 in the southbound side, and also I-89 and 91 southbound side, Lowell after the Canadian border up in upstate New York and Vermont. But Northern New England highways are looking again. 91 on the southbound side, Lowell on Springfield. 90 in the eastbound side of Berkshire 3, slow before the Massachusetts border. Down in Connecticut, I-84 for the westbound side, it is slow for the New Britain stretch. I-84 for the westbound side, slow to that side of Hartford. 95 on the northbound side, also the New Haven stretch. Bird Parkway, both ends, also for Norwalk to Sanford. 95 on the southbound side, it is slow for Bridgeport, the Nebraska from Norwalk headed towards Greenwich. Northbound 95 is slow for 287 and Putchester all the way out to Greenwich. 95 on the southbound side, it is slow for the both ends in Harrison, but 95 northbound is slow from Fort Lee, New Jersey to the Bronx. Lincoln Tunnel, on both ends it's slow, so is the Harlem Tunnel. FDR Drive, it's slow from Harlem all the way down to Midtown Manhattan. 278 on the westbound side, it is slow for the Brooklyn stretch. 278 the eastbound side, low slow for Long Expressway. 278 on the westbound side, it is slow for Veterans Bridge. New Jersey Turnpike, it is close to the southbound side from Newark to 195, the eastbound side, Louisville before the Garden State Park and Asbury Park. And Garden State Park at the northbound side, Louisville, Eggar and Championship. And New Jersey Turnpike is so before the Delaware Memorial Bridge, but highways and byways up. Failed of a facility out looking good. I-70 on both ends it is slow from Route 29 to 695 headed towards Baltimore. 95 at the southbound side, Louisville and 695 in Baltimore. Baltimore Harbor Tunnel, it's slow going both ends. 267 in the eastbound side, Little around Capitol Beltway. 395 on the northbound side, Lowell around the Capitol in Washington, D.C. 485 on Route 40 eastbound side, Lowell around the Capitol Beltway in Lago, Maryland. And Route 68 on both ends, it's slow in Morgantown. 376 of the east band side. So from Pittsburgh to Monroeville. New York State 3 on the west band side. It is slow around the fund interchange. And also slow around 481 in Syracuse. And on turn back in the east band side. Low for Route 480 in Lorraine headed towards Cleveland. I-70 on the east band side. It is over Columbus after 670. 69 on the northbound side, lows of north of 465 in Indianapolis, and I-70 eastbound side, lows on Indianapolis, and Interstate 90 in both ends, lows from O'Hare all the way up to 290 in Chicago. And I-70 on the westbound side, lows on Chesterfield, and I-85 on the southbound side, it is over Atlanta stretch. I-75 on the southbound side, starting in Gainesville. And 35W on both ends, also in Fort Worth. Alright. And 94 in the eastbound side, also headed towards Detroit, Michigan. Take a look at MBTA alerts. Subway system is looking good on the commuter rail. Looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Chell News Hub, 11:11 on this late Thursday night, and it's time now for weather report. Looking at radar, clears a whistle. Alright, for the night, goes like this. Podcast got about 55 degrees, calm wind. Friday, sun's got about 80 degrees. Light variable wind, Kevin Northeast about 5 to 8 miles in the morning. Friday night, patch back up to 3 a.m. west. Most coast got about 51 degrees. Southeast about 6 miles of coming to DD. Saturday, sun's got about 82 degrees. Northeast about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Saturday night, coast got about 51 degrees. Light variable wind. Sunday, patch back to podcast skies. High bay for about 56 degrees. Monday, Pittsburgh for 70 a.m. west. Most of the podcast ready for about 62 degrees. Tuesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11 a.m. Parts of the most cost committee to about 62 degrees and anticipation 40%. Wednesday, parts of the most cost committee about 59 degrees. Wednesday and Thursday, most cost committee 1 degrees. Currently not near it is. First cast 67 degrees, 19 above Celsius, and 81% humidity. And before we leave on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news tonight, 10,447,402 votes for leave and 9,993,245 votes for remain in the e-referendum in Britain. And 16.8 million votes needed to win referendum. Leave has accounted 51.1% of the votes counted so far. And at 11:10, Gravesham votes to leave, Chesterfield votes to leave, and Daventry votes to leave. And Beth and Northeast 7% votes to remain. And that is giving it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news, and it's late Thursday, June 23rd, 2016, late Thursday, Peter's here. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with the more. Good night.